Hi YouTube! My name is Janick. I'm a part-time fashion reseller on apps like Poshmark and Ebay. I sell on Poshmark Canada and Poshmark US from Quebec, Canada. Today is my first What Sold video of the new year. So today we will discuss my sales of January 2023. We're just gonna chat a little bit before we jump in the sales I've made because I like to talk to you guys and it's my first video of the year. So I'm just gonna begin by saying that the beginning of the month was so slow. I think I had like 5 sales until the 18th and then it started to pick up. It doesn't help my case that I don't sell athletic wear. I know at the beginning of every year people go ahead with their new resolution to get in shape and stuff like that, go to the gym. So I know the items that are the most popular are athletic wear, sports bra, running shoes, leggings, all that kinds of stuff, which I don't really find often in my area. So that didn't help me. So I know you guys, if you are used to my channel, and are used to me doing for the past maybe 5 months 2 What Sold video a month, mostly because I thought that since I had like at least 30 sales to show you, it was lengthy videos. And in my goal for 2023, I told myself that I would like to increase my sales and my listing volume, which means I cannot take all the free times I have and put it in YouTube video, which I did before. To be honest, I was going thrifting. I want to film a haul. I do my filming and then it takes me 2 weeks before I even touch the clothing again to prep it for listing. So if I want to make more sale, it's not logic that I spend most of my free time trying to film and prepare for YouTube videos. So this year we're gonna shake things up and we're gonna try a new style of What Sold video. Instead of showing you all of my sales, I'm gonna break it down into 2 categories. So we're gonna talk about my 10 biggest amount sale. So we're not gonna talk about the profit because I realized that I'm really lucky because I go to the bin sometimes and I have few local thrift store that do all the time sales like at $1 and stuff like that. So for people who go thrifting and everything is like $10-15, it sucks to like hear me talk about my profit and stuff like that, knowing that it's not doable for you guys. So what I decided is we're gonna discuss high dollar sales, what to be on the lookout, and do your own decision. If your cost of good is too high for the kind of payout we could get from Poshmark or eBay, don't buy it. It's not because I've said that I've sold it and I made $25 on it that you will too. The sale price would be the same, but our cost of good could be different. So that's just a side note. So this is the first change I want to make. So we're going to talk about my 10 biggest sales of the month. Then we're going to talk about the fast flip of the month. I think this is a category that is really important because some people base their business only on that. They don't care if they make only $5 per item. If it goes fast, it's worth it. So I'm going to talk about the few items I've sold less than a week after listing. And because I am human and we all make mistakes, I think I'm going to do a 3rd category in each video about the mistakes I've made during the month or the bad buy or stuff like that. And at the end, as usual, I'm gonna share with you how many items I've sold, and then I'm gonna deduct the cost of good, but for everything. We're not gonna go to each item and cost of goods and everything. So if you liked better the previous kind of video I was doing, feel free to say it. This is all just testing. If you have tips to give me or things you would like to see in those kinds of video, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to do it. Because the purpose of those videos is to help you guys, not just brag about sales. All right, so we're just gonna jump right in. Sometimes I'm gonna look down because I have my laptop in front of me. All right, I'm just gonna push you a little bit over so I could give you some screenshot here. So my biggest sale of the month was on Poshmark USA. I've sold for full price, which was $79 US. Steve Madden Perrin slate gray lace-up tall boots in a size 10. Next biggest sale of the month was made on eBay. When I'm gonna talk about eBay, the amount includes shipping. So just keep that in mind. This is not the money I take home. So I've sold for $45.98 all in. This Banana Republic Raspberry Wool Blend short sleeve chunky knit sweater in large. Next sale was also on eBay for $42.99 all in. I've sold those Clarks Muckers black quilt stitching insulate booties in a size 8. Next was on Poshmark US. I've sold for $32 US this Nathaniel Cole by Crown Cap Trapper Hat Wool Blend Winter Aztec Print large. As you can see, I don't read my description as I usually do. I give you the full title I used in my listing, so that way you can pick up some keywords I used to help yours to sell. So next, number 5 was a Poshmark Canada sale. I sold for $30 this Talbot's Petite blue-gray 3/4 sleeve ruffle dress in a size small. After that, on eBay, I sold for $25.99 all in this Epic Meal Time official merch. It was a men's bacon strips new with tags t-shirt in a size 5XL. If you guys were on YouTube, maybe I'm gonna say 15 years ago, if you know Epic Meal Time, you know they love bacon. They put bacon on everything. It's bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips. I was at the bin when I found this t-shirt and I was like, oh my God, oh my God. Everybody was like, okay, just relax, it's a t-shirt. But it brings back memories for me, so. Next sale was on Poshmark US. I've sold for $25 US Kate Spade Play Hooky Broom Street Skinny Dark Wash Jeans in a size 26. Next, I've sold on Poshmark Canada for $25. Perry Ellis Gray Taupe Wool Blend Cardigan with shading accent in a X large. After that, I've also sold on Poshmark Canada for $25 this The North Face Charcoal Zip Up Easy Hoodie Sweater in X small. And the 10 biggest sale I've made this month was for $23 on Poshmark Canada. I've sold the Sanctuary Black and Red Plaid Boyfriend Button-Up Long Sleeve Shirt in a X small. As you can see, my top 10 is not that big. So January was not a great month. For the fast flip category, I was so happy. The Steve Madden boots I spoke about to be my biggest sale of the month for $79 US sold in less than a minute. To be honest, less than a minute. I was shocked. because I listed those boots on my Poshmark Canada account, and I'm gonna say maybe 4 days later, I cross-listed this on Poshmark US, where they sold, but in the same time, I cross-listed it on eBay. So I did Poshmark first, so Poshmark US, and then I go on eBay, I list the item, and I receive a notification on my phone saying that it was sold. So I was like, oh my God, that was so fast. So what I think happened is it's new on Poshmark, but you can save research. So I'm pretty sure that the person who bought it full price in less than a minute after listing had a search for those exact same boots, because I do not believe they just sold like that. It's impossible. Less than a minute, guys. Not 5, less than 1 minute. So anyway, those are the fastest flip I ever made in 2.5 years of reselling. Next was silver jeans embroidered. I'm French. Don't forget, please. So those jeans I've sold in 5 days. And after that, the Kate Spade jeans I've sold on Poshmark US that we talked about in the highest sale, I've sold them in 7 days. So those are the 3 fast flip I've made this month. At first, I wanted to add 2 other categories in this video. So just let me know if you would like to have these categories, because I erased everything. I was going to go with 10 biggest sales and 10 smallest sales, but then I was like, nah, people doesn't want to know what I've sold for not much. And after that, since I was doing the fast flips, I thought I could do my slowest listing sold, like how many years it was listed before it sold. But then again, I was like, is it good? Like, do people want to know that? I don't know, maybe to avoid certain brands, but still. If you guys want a segment like that in the next video for February, just let me know in the comments. So, the last category I decided to talk about was my mistakes or bad pickup. I've made 2 mistakes this month. The first mistake I've made was an item I've sold in December, actually. I sent out for the first time the wrong item to a buyer. The t-shirt was mislabeled in my inventory sheet, and I was in a rush because I made a sale for Boxing Day. So I didn't even open my plastic bag. I just confirmed the number. It was a black t-shirt. I put it in the bag and sent it. The guy ordered a XL t-shirt from Hurley, and I sent him a small t-shirt from Star Wars. So he sent it back, everything's okay, but still. Poshmark told me that since it was my first mistake of this kind, it was free of charge for me. But I think that if I do it again, maybe I'm gonna have to assume like the shipping back to me or stuff like that. So first time making this mistakes, it's stressing me out. Now I think I'm gonna triple check everything. And the second mistakes I've made, I'm gonna be honest, it was 100% my fault. My sister-in-law gave me 2 or 3 big bags of clothing to resell when I started. So this item was listed 2 years ago, and it was piling, like there was a lot of pilling. So in my little head, I thought that writing that it was in a good pre-love condition would pass because I stated that it was pre-loved. But that's not how it works. If I said it was in good condition, the pre-love doesn't matter. So anyway, now I would be more careful, but the person sent me an offer for $10 on this old item. So I just accepted because I wanted out of my house. And when I packed it up, I noticed the peeling. So I was like, okay, it's not that bad for a $10 item, but still, it didn't show the actual condition in the picture. We didn't see all the peeling. So I shaved it. So I removed a good portion and I sent it like that. And in my head, I was like, if she doesn't like it, I'm just gonna tell Poshmark, refund her and take my money. I don't want it back. So that's kind of what happened. She opened a case. I saw the picture about the peeling. I didn't even interact with them. Well, them, her and Poshmark. So I let Poshmark handle the situation and they just decided to break even. Like I had my earnings and she had a refund because I guess that they thought for $10 it was not worth it to bring it back to me. So yeah, 2 mistakes in 1 month. What can you do? The big breakdown of the month. Total in sales. So before all fees, all cost of goods and shipping, I've sold for $570.96. I've sold a total of 23 items. There was 3 on eBay, 11 on Poshmark Canada, and 9 on Poshmark US. The total cost of goods for the 23 items I've sold was $61.55. So when you deduct the cost of goods, the Poshmark, eBay fees, and my shipping cost for some items, my total profit for the month was $399.50. This is far, far, far away from my goals this year, but it's okay. It's the first month, so it's gonna get better. I started to list a little bit more. I'm trying to go source more also, because before I was just like, I'll go sourcing and then I take picture whenever I feel like it, but it's not how a business works. So I'm trying to do my best and not overwhelm myself. So this is it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this new kinds of video. If you have anything to say, like I mentioned, just drop in the comments. If you enjoyed, please let me know by liking this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you soon. Bye.